To the Negroes, the elect, the chosen people of the Most High, greetings. My name is Sister Gloria, and today's date is July 7th, 2025. I'm coming to you with this lesson entitled, The Interpretation of Hell in the Hebrew Bible Differs from That of the New Testament. Again, the title of the lesson is The Interpretation of Hell in the Hebrew Bible Differs from That of the New Testament. The Hebrew Bible, also known as the Book of Remembrance or Old Testament, describes a place called Sheol, which is often translated as grave, pit, or abyss, but it does not imply eternal torment. It describes a place where both the righteous and unrighteous go after death. So, who developed this concept of hell as burning in a fiery pit forever? Could it be the Greeks and the Romans, Christianity, and the Roman Catholic Church? The concept of eternal conscious punishment in a fiery hell is not a teaching in the Hebrew Bible. Be it known that I am by no means implying that we can live unrighteous without consequences. We will have to answer to the Most High one day for how we lived on this earth. And the Hebrew Bible does speak of the Most High's judgment and wrath. So we must live righteous and keep his laws, statutes, and commandments. Deuteronomy 6:18 reads, And thou shalt do that which is right and good in the sight of the Most High, that it may be well with thee. However, the Hebrew Bible does not allude to this place of eternal torment mentioned in the New Testament. In Genesis chapter 3, verse 19, it reads, In the sweat of thy face shalt thou eat bread, till thou return unto the ground. For out of it wast thou taken, for dust thou art, and unto dust shalt thou return. The Most High sentenced Adam to death, and told him that he would return to the ground. But the Most High never told Adam that he would burn in a fiery hell forever. Furthermore, the Most High condemned the Israelites for adopting the practice of the pagan nations who burned their children in sacrifice to their gods. So he would not implement a practice of burning his creation in fire when he condemned burning children. 2 Kings 17:16 and 17 read, And they left all the commandments of the Most High their power, and made them molten images, even 2 calves, and made a grove, and worshipped all the host of heaven, and served Baal. And they caused their sons and their daughters to pass through the fire, and used divination and enchantments, and sold themselves to do evil in the sight of the Most High, to provoke him to anger. What we have been taught about hell is contrary to the teachings of the Hebrew Bible. For hundreds of years, Christianity has used hell as a scare tactic to gain followers. If you don't accept Jesus Christ and become a born again Christian, you're going to burn in hell forever. This is what Christianity teaches. Growing up as a teenager in Christianity, the Pentecostal church to be exact, I always had that fear of going to hell and burning in fire and brimstone forever. It was preached over and over and rehearsed constantly in my ears. So I never really had hope, and I never felt secure in Christianity. I always felt that no matter what I did and no matter how I lived, I was still going to hell. And that was mental torture. But since I gave up Christianity and walked away from it, I have peace of mind and an assurance that I will make it to the new kingdom. The New Testament was written over 400 years after the Hebrew Scriptures, also known as the Book of Remembrance or Old Testament. So hell, according to the New Testament, is not what the Hebrew Scriptures describe. There is no burning in a lake of fire forever, and no weeping and gnashing of teeth. This is a lie concocted to instill fear in the hearts of the masses. Hell is not described as a place of eternal torment and punishment in the Hebrew Bible. It's described as the grave, the abyss, the pit. You may read these scriptures highlighting this at your leisure. Ecclesiastes 9 and 10, Psalm 71:20, and Ezekiel 26:20. Again, you may read these scriptures at your leisure. The Most High will not create mankind in his image and likeness, nor would he create mankind to praise and worship him, just to turn around and burn him up forever. Genesis 1:27 reads, So the Most High created man in his own image. In the image of the Most High created he him. Male and female created he them. Psalm 148 and 5 reads, Let them praise the name of the Most High, for he commanded, and they were created. And Isaiah 43 and 21 reads, This people have I formed for myself. They shall show forth my praise. Again, the Most High would not subject his chosen people to such cruel punishment, burning in fire forever. That does not make sense. Wake up, chosen people, wake up. A loving father would never subject his children to such cruel and unusual punishment, burning them in hell forever. So it behooves us all to rethink this fake New Testament's concept of hell. Chosen people, we have been deceived by the Greeks and the Romans, Christianity, and the Roman Catholic Church. I will conclude with these scriptures. Daniel 12 and 2, and it reads, And many of them that sleep in the dust of the earth shall awake, some to everlasting life, and some to shame and everlasting contempt. Contempt meaning disgrace. And Ecclesiastes 12:13 and 14 reads, Let us hear the conclusion of the whole matter. Fear the Most High and keep his commandments, for this is the whole duty of man. For the Most High shall bring every work into judgment with every secret thing, whether it be good or whether it be evil. What the Hebrew Bible says about hell differs from what we have been taught in the New Testament. Please do not forget to like, comment, subscribe to this channel, and share this video. And ring that notification bell so that you will be notified when we drop new videos. Thank you so very much for listening, and may the Most High, the Creator of heaven and earth, and all that is in the earth, keep you awake and alert, and awaiting and anticipating the return of King David, Elijah the prophet, or whoever the Most High chooses to send back. But we know it will not be Jesus. Thank you.